Hello, spiritual friends. Today I am going to talk to you about the gifted healer and specifically how light workers who have healing stigmata in their hands sometimes struggle and how do they struggle. So, we're going to look at an example today of what this looks like in an actual person's hands. And I'm also going to be inviting you to join my live stream where you can have your hands read by me live. So if that's interesting to you, stay tuned. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So first off, where is healing stigmata normally located? Normally, it would be underneath the little finger. It would be little vertical lines. You have to have at least four or more located right here, just beneath the little finger. Okay, we call this Mercury, by the way. Now, this hand I brought up because it actually has a special type of healer mark, which I call the Pluto Healer. Okay, so this is the region of Pluto in the hands. It's located in between the heart line, which is this line right here, and the headline. Okay, so this region we call Pluto. Pluto represents the area of chaos, destruction, shock, things that happen that we're not expecting. And we do have healing stigmata lines here. Okay, now there's also a bunch of stress lines as well. But this person is definitely a good example of a wounded healer. And so what this means is that this person can actually help others through chaos. They can help others get through their crisis or, those unexpected events that happen. But what is blocking this person? Okay, so a lot of times the gifted but broken energy of the healer will show up in various ways, and we can see these specifically through the hands. So when I look at a person's hands, I look at, okay, what am I really noticing as a challenge? The first thing that I notice in this person is they've got a short Mercury finger. Okay, so definitely compared to the other fingers, I mean, obviously Mercury is normally the shortest finger in the hands, but we can really see that it's quite short because it's not coming up to this point. If you draw a line going across the hand, it's not reaching this upper phalange. Now it is low set as well, which makes it look even shorter. Sometimes a finger will drop into the palm and it will make it what we call low set. So even though this is a low set finger, it is still short, even if it were at a normal setting. Okay, so what that means is that this person, this is your finger of communication. This person is going to have a hard time communicating if they want to help others. They may have a hard time speaking up. They may have a hard time communicating in a language or in a way that somebody is going to receive it or be able to use it. Okay, so that would be the first thing that I would be talking to this person about is, can we improve your communication skills so that your audience or whoever you're trying to help is actually able to hear you? Okay, the second challenge that I see is we're showing a lot of stress on the headline. Okay, the headline represents your thinking, how you think, how much you think. I would say when I see a headline like this, which is really stressed, that's an indication of worry or faulty thinking or maybe negative loop patterns that are happening. So, how this person might not be having thoughts that are actually creating positive results in their lives, right? So, we got to pay attention to our thoughts. But if we have a headline like this, chances are we're being hijacked by the subconscious. Okay, so the next thing that I notice is we have some stress in the lifeline. This is the lifeline right here, which, by the way, does not tell you how long you're going to live, but it definitely represents your vitality, your stability, It represents your root chakra. Again, this line is really stressed out. It's got a break right here. It's not really clear, and it's not ground, it doesn't look like it's grounding very well, right? So this person's root chakra is weak. So it could be because they themselves are going through their Pluto, right? They're going through some sort of event that is really chaotic for them. And I would say that's probably true because I'm seeing a lot of horizontal lines running through Pluto, which is actually creating a grid. Okay, so yes, we do see the Pluto healer, but there's a lot of things that are blocking this. So I would definitely be talking to this person about how can we strengthen up that lifeline so that you actually feel stable and anchored so that you can then move forward in helping others through their challenges. And by the way, when we think about this healing stigmata, a lot of times the healer, whoever you are, you light workers, you know who you are. You have to go through your own healing journey. You have to go through your own dark night of the soul. You have to go through your own struggles, your own lessons, your own looping patterns in order to come out the other side. And then you're able to really help others through the struggle that you just went through. So, this isn't always the case, by the way, but a lot of times it is. So if you happen to be one of these types of people, I would recommend that you get your hands read because your hands are going to show you what it is that you're struggling with. And it also shows you the liberation. It shows you the path to the other side. It shows you exactly what it is you need to be working on and how you need to be working on it because your hands actually reflect the soul, the personality, and the free will. Okay, so if you're interested, by the way, I am doing live streams now on Saturdays at 10 a.m. with my friend Megan Brown, who is an intuitive reader. Between the two of us, we have 36 years of experience, and you could get your hands read live on the show. So all you need to do is scan the QR code and you'll get the directions on how to submit your own hands. So I look forward to reading for you, by the way, because it is my passion to help healers and light workers, star seeds, spiritual entrepreneurs, those of you who are really looking to make a difference in the world. I want you to be able to step into your highest timeline. And to do that, we have to heal what is broken and stressed in our hands. Thank you for joining me. By the way, I will be talking about each week in the live stream a different theme. So I'll probably be bringing up this theme of the wounded healer again, as well as karmic lessons, soul contracts, things like that are going to be commonplace in our discussions. So until next time, let's ascend together.